what I want to do is offer you all an opportunity. If you never sat in a school of prophets, if you've never been in a structured training environment where you have been discipled, and it's not just the prophetic. You know, when you hear that name, school of prophets, the first thing you say, "Oh, there they go with that prophet stuff again." No, when you study, and I kind of address that in his book, the schools of prophets during that time, you had Huldah, you had Elijah, Elisha, you had Isaiah had a school of prophets. It doesn't really say that in scripture that they were schools, but they were communities. They were communal places where prophets dwelled. Samuel had a school of prophets. There was always a company of prophets present when Samuel would uh, was living, and you see him sending Saul. The Bible tells him to go and that he would go and meet with a company of prophets, and you see activation where, as soon as he connected with them, they're playing the instruments. That so there's a prophetic grace that begins to fall on you, even as a minstrel. You ain't just no musician in there being able to play the guitar. You play real good and you can beat the drums real good. Thank God for a good Sunday musician, but give me a minstrel. Give me a minstrel that knows how to prophesy upon the instruments and play and get that download, get that sound from God. And as they begin to play, then we can prophesy on it. The ones that know how to play the harps, the ones that know how to play the flutes in the spirit, and they're hearing from God. And then you got the psalmists who come and they begin to sing prophetically as the minstrels play. And that's just one aspect of it. That's not all of it. Because in so many churches, and this kind of goes into my next book. I'm not going to talk about that much tonight, but I got another book that I talk about the five dimensions of a prophetic hub, which is the architectural blueprint for the prophetic ecclesia, and we talk about the spirit of prophecy. And the spirit of if your church has never tapped into, see, y'all want to do the da da da. We want you want to beat them drums and get your Hammond B3 and you go do 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 do, and you love a little hollow, all that noise and racket, and you're not really getting into the spirit. And some of y'all been doing it for so long, that is the way you get in the spirit, and when you never really experienced a move of God when the spirit of prophecy comes in the room, when the prophetic worship is high.